CVA's Accura Series, Bagara barrels for guaranteed accuracy, nitride for guaranteed rust proofing, and a rifle guaranteed to be the best muzzleloader you've ever shot. CVA, it's just a better gun.
This segment's being sponsored by Tri-Green Equipment. Stop in and see them at 21 locations in Alabama, Mississippi, and Tennessee. They can take care of all your Honda, Steel, and John Deere needs. All right, guys, this next segment's being sponsored by Courtney's Restaurant and Catering. Y'all can find them at 4066B North Mount Juliet Road in Mount Juliet, Tennessee, or give them a call for all your delivery or catering needs at 615-754-7548. All right, welcome back to the studio. It is. You find us in there on Fridays a lot. I like Catfish Day. Well, you got a couple more baits sitting over here, Rusty. Let's talk about just a couple more of your favorite baits to use.
Well, we got most of these fish are starting to come off bed, so when they start coming off bed, one of the things a lot of guys go to is a crankbait. And the line of Strike King baits, you'll start out with like a 3 or a 3XD, and the only difference in the 3 and the 3XD, there's a little cup in the bill. This will go about 10, 11 foot deep, and it's an excellent smallmouth bait. It's a real good smallmouth size. But I'm gonna tell you, even down on the Cumberland River, you'll catch them on this 6 or a 6XD on the Cumberland River a lot of times, just cause that's kind of the size of the bait down there. There's a bigger shad down there.
What pound test line would you throw that on down in the river?
Most time I'm throwing it on 12. You know, that's what I mostly crank on is 12. Now, if it gets hot summer, I have gone, you know, to a 10. But there's guys that will throw it down a lot lighter line, but I'm afraid I'm gonna lose for it.
Right. Like you said earlier, you want to be able to pull in a log with that thing if you got to.
Yeah, and then of course this on Priest right now, this is probably the go-to size, or even on Old Hickory, it's a 5 or a 5XD. The 5 in a Strike King or the 5XD is probably one of the most fished and best to catch fish sizes, because it'll go 12, 13 foot deep on a drop, and it's great about coming around the stump or not hanging or hitting a brush pile and coming off of it. And that's what you need in a crankbait. You need something you can work.
You don't
work
be hung
through
up
the
all
cover.
day in those trees, and you got to work those trees to do what you want to do.
Yeah, and then one thing that even in the summer I'll throw at different times is an A-rig, and of course this is a titanium rig. This is the one Strike King makes, and it's got a little more movement to it. And these are a color that I use on Kentucky Lake a lot. But one thing I'll do on some of mine, I'll take a white blade or something like that just to set it off, because just the least little bit of flash can help out, or even sometimes just taking some chartreuse dye and dyeing that into the tips, and I'm sure you've done that too. But there's all different colors and sizes, but I really prefer the smaller size. Like this is the little Rage Swimmer. That's the size I'd rather throw on it.
That's
more than anything.
3 1/4 inch there, but yeah.
And that is walleye and sauger candy come about October.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
that's what
sauger will eat those
they'll
up.
eat that up.
They will.
I go through packs of them. It's an awesome little bait right
There's
there.
multiple species bait right there.
Yes.
Yeah.
It is.
Well, I mean, I'll throw this bait on just like a 1/8 ounce head a lot, just fishing for smallmouth, and it's just the size that you're going to get a lot of bites on.
Yeah, multi species. Well, guys, we're going to get ready to take another quick break, and we'll be back here in just a minute with this week's calendar of events and some more Southern Woods and Waters.